All right, let's head back to First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Heggen. Paul, you just wish you could save every drop because we all remember those years when we need it.
Yeah, you don't have to think back too long to when we desperately needed it. And then last year did a lot to erase those drought conditions from most of California. And keep in mind those reservoir numbers, the percentages may not seem like much, 50 to 80%, but that's of capacity. Really want to compare it to average because we don't want to be all that close to capacity because that means the reservoirs are close to overflowing. That was not a concern with this latest rate event that came through, mostly modest amounts of total rainfall. Let's fill in some other spots from the map that we showed you earlier and got over a half inch of rain in the Santa Cruz Mountains around Ben Lomond. But for once, you were not the jackpot amount of rainfall across the Bay Area. Kentfield picked up almost 7/10 of an inch of rain. You're usually at the top of the list. The Oakland Hills picking up just over 2/3 of an inch of total rainfall. Nice rain without any significant consequences other than just making a mess of the morning commute. Over the past couple of hours, we have seen some lingering, very light showers, patches of mist and drizzle, mainly in the higher elevations of the Marin Headlands, down the peninsula into the Santa Cruz Mountains and the Oakland Hills, and then the Diablo Range as well. That activity is going to quiet down as we head through the rest of tonight. And as high pressure takes over in the upper levels of the atmosphere, it means there's just going to be more atmosphere on top of us exerting higher pressure. That's why we call it that. That means that the storm track is going to get nudged a little ways to our north, but not that far to our north. There's still going to be rain for far northern California and into the Pacific Northwest. And there's an outside chance that a couple of those showers are going to graze the northern half of the North Bay by Friday night into Saturday. But it's just an outside chance in the 10 to 20% range. Much better chance of rain farther down the line by Tuesday night into the middle of next week. So we can look at our long range forecast models side by side. And you can see their differences when we start the clock here at 4 o'clock Saturday morning. The European forecast model has some showers for the North Bay. American forecast model keeps that pushed a little bit farther up the coast towards coastal Mendocino County. They do agree that even if there are some showers to begin the day, they're not going to last very long. That little bit of shower activity does lift farther to the north, and we should be dry for the second half of the weekend and to start next week. And then more differences arrive with how they handle that next chance of rain that heads our way. They do agree it's eventually going to approach, but that European forecast model is much faster and much more significant in bringing widespread moderate to even heavy rainfall associated with an atmospheric river across the Bay Area by Wednesday and Wednesday night of next week. Well, the American forecast model still keeps us dry. So we're still at that point on our rain forecasting timeline where we're just evaluating the overall pattern. Are things looking more or less likely for things to bring rain to specifically the Bay Area, but really the entire West Coast? Beginning over the next couple of days, we'll start to get into a few more specifics. And by the time next week arrives, hopefully with a little more consensus with the model data in terms of how things are going to shake out. Right now, we're looking at that low cloud cover swallowing up the top of Sutro Tower. Temperatures are still a mix of 50s and 60s for most of us, but down to 49 degrees already in Santa Rosa. Sonoma County Airport, the cool spot by a wide margin. We are going to see some locally dense fog with all that moisture that accumulated over the past 24 hours, but it's not going to take too long to dissipate. Should be mostly gone by late morning, and temperatures will warm up from a start in the 40s pretty much across the board. Everybody beginning in the 40s early Thursday morning to high temperatures a couple degrees above average for most of us. It means low 60s in San Jose. You'll be the warm spot on the map at 63 degrees, but your temperatures are really going to take off as we head through the weekend into early next week. Low 60s for most inland parts of the Bay Area. Around 60 degrees in Fremont. Not quite as warm right along the coast with temperatures topping out in the mid to upper 50s. Upper 50s just short of 60 degrees in San Francisco, but it's a degree above normal. It counts. And temperatures in the North Bay, even with that fog to start the day, we should manage to climb up into the low 60s, which is above normal. Average highs are in the upper 50s. Quick check of the 7-day forecast, and we do have dry weather prevailing, even though we're putting a chance of showers for the North Bay in the forecast for Saturday, just to be on the safe side. There's that warm up, mid to upper 60s on a widespread basis Sunday and Monday. In the Santa Clara Valley for the Niners game on Sunday, I think temperatures at kickoff are going to be at or above 70 degrees. We'll take a look at that coming up in our 5:30 half hour.
70 degrees. That's good football weather.
Fantastic. A lot better than last weekend.
Yeah, no kidding. No, I think anything was better than last weekend. All right, Paul, thanks.